Over the last couple weeks, we have been talking about XRP, but the big thing that I've been addressing is how big the spotlight is when it comes to XRP right now. Retail is definitely focused on XRP, institutions are definitely focused on XRP, and everyone is wondering what is next. Are we topped out? Is XRP finished? I, recently made a video where I talked about the market sell off and, what I'm expecting with XRP. Obviously, my focus is still on new all-time highs, but in this video, I really want to address why XRP holders are about to be very wealthy, at least those that have been accumulating large amounts of XRP for a while, that are still hodling, large amounts of XRP. Because again, I don't believe that this run is finished. I think that we are still on, on a path to new all-time highs. But when we go into price discovery, that's when things get very, very exciting very fast. So with that being said, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Nick. For those that are new to the channel, hopefully by the end of this video, you do become a subscriber. And don't forget to join the free Discord down in the description below. There's over 9,000 plus members in there, and there is a ton of free, valuable information that you guys are missing out on right now, and it is all free. So go and check it out. And with that being said, let's talk about this. So I have been keeping a close eye out on Google Trends, and honestly, I'm telling you guys right now, everyone should be looking at Google Trends. Why? Well, because it gauges the overall, retail interest on some of these topics like XRP, Bitcoin, crypto, altcoins, etc. And as we look at this chart, it's very clear that a much larger spotlight has been put on XRP. In the last week, December 1st through the 7th, XRP was quickly on a path to flip Bitcoin in terms of retail interest. Now, recently, yes, things have started to drop off because, the prices are selling off. Once the prices kind of sell off, the space gets a little bit quiet. People are not looking up XRP anymore. They don't care about it because it sold off. But this is a big mistake. Even if we go over here to XRP versus Ethereum, we can clearly see that XRP was red hot in terms of the retail sector, especially even versus Ethereum, which is, the number 2 largest project in the space. And this also goes to show you, just how crazy XRP has been trading in the last 30 days and how much focus has been put on XRP in the last 30 days as well. Now, is this the top for XRP because we hit these highs in terms of interest? I don't believe so. I think that XRP is going to continue, especially with a lot of the, big announcements coming up, which we will talk about obviously in this video. But also if we look at crypto's still kind of warming up to those highs going all the way back to like 2021. I would argue that we're still kind of in the beginning phase of alt season where we still have, a long time. I mean, it's not extremely long, like still 3 to 6 months, right? We're still looking at that time frame because again, we haven't seen Ethereum hasn't taken over yet. Ethereum is still kind of brewing for a much larger move. It still hasn't broken over its March highs. So we're still kind of waiting on that to really kind of confirm phase 2 is here, which after that, the next phases don't last too long, but the gains are definitely very significant. But if we actually look at alt season, there has been a very big interest on alt season, on crypto, even altcoins to buy have been kind of spiking a little bit. But I would argue that we're still kind of in those beginning phases of alt season. So I think that we still have some time here. Now, talking about that, I saw a great post come up on my timeline earlier today, and essentially it was from Kevin Cage. Big shout out to Kevin Cage if you guys know him. We have why it looks like alt season will be here over the coming months for the biggest drop of Bitcoin dominance to the lows like the last 2 cycles. The timing of Bitcoin's first major move into new all-time highs on the monthly has always been very close to the timing of Bitcoin dominance dropping. 2017, Bitcoin dominance was crashing before Bitcoin blasted into new all-time highs. 2020, Bitcoin dominance crashed around the same exact time. 2024, around the same exact time. Thought that was interesting. Right or wrong, I don't believe Bitcoin dominance today is like September of 2020. I think it's more like November, December of 2020, which I actually completely agree with Kevin here. If we actually look at this overall market, it's kind of crazy to see XRP still trading over $2 plus, and most of these altcoins in a position where they are, considering when we look at Bitcoin and even as we look at Bitcoin dominance, yeah, I do think that we're in the early stages of alt season right around November, December 2020, maybe even, arguably at the same exact point in time, of roughly December of 2020, right before altcoins really stole the show. So if we're thinking about that, then the top would still be coming in, for most altcoins. I know that, everything won't top at the same exact time. Some altcoins top earlier, but we would basically be still looking at the same exact time frame from 2021. So, some altcoins will top around April, May, maybe even March, right? With some of the market still pumping all the way into the fall of 2025. And for those that are saying, no way, everything's going to pump all the way into 2025, go back to 2021 and look at the Dogecoin, chart, go look at the XRP chart, go look at the XLM chart, go look at, a lot of those charts. Most of them topped out early in April and May of 2021 and didn't run up. But again, there were some outliers that did pump in November of 2021. So we're still kind of looking and watching. The best way to play this is just by taking profits along the way. We never know when the top is actually going to happen. You'll never sell the exact top. You'll never buy the exact bottom. You've probably heard that quote a million times, but it is the truth. Now, talking more so about this, why are we so, focused on 2025? Well, big shout to Mr. Man XRP. We have here confirmation from Cathie Woods. With Gary Gensler leaving on January 20th, the digital asset space is about to take off and thrive. These words are verbatim. Put your moon boots on and lock in. It'll be a bumpy ride. Let's go. And almost everyone has been saying lock in. Ripple posted a little bit of a meme of Brad Garlinghouse saying lock in. David Schwartz is now saying lock in. Almost everyone is saying lock in because it is about to get crazy. I mean, listen, even if we're going all the way back and looking at, other cycles, yeah, things are about to get crazy very, very fast. And I do think that, XRP, concern words trading at today, I think that a lot of the predictions are going to probably get thrown out the window. I think that, nobody really knows how crazy XRP could get. I think that, once things really start to pick up, again, it's going back to the same argument point of just taking profits along the way because you never know what's going to happen. Always keep a moon bag on the sidelines. Have a bag that you just don't trade as well. Again, it's the best way to make sure that you have those seeds still planted in the space that will continue to blossom over time. But check out this video real quick of Cathie Woods and what she is talking about when it comes to Gary Gensler leaving in January.
The regulatory environment is a morass now. I mean, when you put people in positions as regulators and they start building their empires, you get more and more regulations, and it's really had a stranglehold on businesses, especially small and medium businesses. So we think those shackles are going to come off. We think the biggest regulatory changes are going to happen because SEC Chairman Gensler is going. He's announced he's leaving on January 20th. So the digital asset world, we think, is now about to take off and thrive.
And I do think that she's correct here, right? Like, even a lot of the big changes happening around the banking of crypto companies and businesses, we're starting to see some very significant moves being made. And I think that everything, the entire environment, we just saw such a big shift going back to the elections to now. And I do think that this is going to continue. I really think that everyone should realize, this is not like, this is the beginning stages of regulations for this entire space. That's going to be a big green light for enterprises, institutions. And we are going to see adoption of these projects. We're going to see tokenization, heating up. We're going to see a lot of the discussions around the institutional side and even the asset management side really heating up as well. So I do think that she's correct here. I think that once we start to see Gensler leaving on January 20th, the entire space that's been choked off for so long, you got to remember, like, even XRP is clear, right? Like that, when we look at XRP, it is, very telling that it was suppressed. Price suppression was a very big, thing. And now that Gary Gensler is leaving, we're going to see the restructuring of the SEC. I think that we are in for a very, very big move happening around this entire space. It's not just about XRP, but this entire space. Now, talking more so about XRP, check this out. Trump's new crypto czar, David Sachs, clearly knows Brad Garlinghouse and is familiar with XRP. This got posted on the 8th, but if we actually look at this, we have huge congrats to David Sachs. Sorry, this is from Brad Garlinghouse, and he's just talking about how he understands how important the tech is, things like that, and of course, David Sachs responding. I think everyone is aware that for the longest time, this space has been bullied by a regulator that didn't want to do their job. Okay, they wanted to continue to back this space into a corner, and really kind of just shake this space down for money. It kind of feels like the SEC has been almost like a mafia, right? They've been coming in, shaking us down, and offering protection, even though they haven't been protecting anyone. They've been causing harm during this entire time and just accepting the payoff. So it's kind of crazy to me that now we're starting to see the big moves against the SEC. And I think that this is going to continue. Now, as we go back to XRP, why is XRP destined to have a massive run up? Well, number one, let's go and check out what Credible Crypto posted on the 8th. We did get this $2 retest, by the way. He called this perfectly, which I have to definitely give props to him. We were talking about a fair value gap being filled on XRP. That's like right around $2 as well. So, it's very clean. He was expecting a little bit higher price action, roughly around like $3.20, but it's okay, right? Like, listen, we take the market, with every single day, we take what the market gives us. So even if we don't get $3, $3.20, we still saw about roughly 263, 265 being retested, which is major resistance, and then we sold off from there. But we have XRP looks to have completed the first leg of a wave 5 move off of the $1.27 level, and now looks to be in a subwave 2 corrective structure before the next impulsive wave begins. We know that corrective structures can take a number of shapes and forms. Below is the ideal structure, expanded flat. I'd love to see. I should also add whether we get an expanded flat pictured or something more bullish like a running flat where we don't go back down to the lows at $2.17, which we already did, right? Will in part be determined by market context, market-wide pullback or not, etc. Let's see how things develop. So now that we did get that nice pullback, obviously we still have to be patient. We don't know when this is going to fully trade out, but I would love to see it by the end of the year. That way, in the month of January, with Gary Gensler stepping down, the stage is basically set. I do think that RLUSD is most likely going to launch around Q1. I would even say like probably the end of January. So these are major catalysts that could definitely push XRP higher. But also on top of that, right? Big shout out to Smoke Dog. We have institutions are paying close attention to XRP. Institutional investors and smart money are locking in on XRP as momentum builds. The launch of RLUSD, a stablecoin awaiting New York Department of Financial Services approval, is a key catalyst, and it definitely is. Speculation about a spot XRP ETF is adding fuel to the fire, 100%. A resolution of the SEC lawsuit under crypto-friendly leadership could pave the way for Ripple to pursue an IPO, 100%. Meanwhile, the XRP community is bolstering the ecosystem with developments on the XRP ledger like DEXs and even lending protocols. I definitely have to mention the meme coins. I know that a lot of people hate it, but the meme coins definitely have added a ton of volume and even liquidity for the ecosystem. XRP's growing momentum is impossible to ignore. It's worth noting that XRP is older than Ethereum and even surpassed Ethereum in market cap during the 2017 bull run. This is foreshadowing at its finest. Ripple, the company behind XRP, predates Bitcoin itself. XRP is older than Ethereum, the second largest crypto asset. Only if you could grasp how monumental this truly is, 2025 will be the year of XRP, documented. And actually, if we look down here, we could see all of those catalysts being outlined in terms of the RLUSD stablecoin, the XRP ETF application, the SEC, the lawsuit, right, being wrapped up, and even the overall ecosystem expansion. This has been something that I've definitely been talking about when it comes to XRP. There's so much happening behind XRP that I just don't see how we don't hit a new all-time high, go into price discovery, and absolutely shock everyone. Because again, there's been a lot of doubters over the years, talking about XRP going to zero against Bitcoin, or XRP never hitting a new all-time high, or XRP never doing this or doing that. And I just think that, if we look back at it, 7 years of consolidation, 4 years of dealing with the SEC and price suppression, I think that it's time for XRP to really come back, for revenge and really surprise a lot of people and show everyone what XRP is actually capable of doing. And we know that XRP, when it starts to move, it moves fast and it moves heavy. So definitely stay focused on this. Don't lose track of the target. I know that a lot of people are panicking and they're scared and things like that about price action, but this is normal for the market. I'm very excited to see what happens leading into the end of the year, and I'm definitely excited for the first quarter of 2025. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on because of more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord in the description below. And with that being said, guys, it's been Nick. Thanks for watching. Peace out.